or whatever the damn words that you see it say. But Joe Biden needs to be arrested immediately, thrown in prison, and given a military tribunal for treason and shot in the back of the head. His entire administration. They just committed treason. He signed an executive order changing, making changes to the way the voting system works in America. You don't have the constitutional authority to do that, Biden. It's specifically in the Constitution that the state legislators are the ones that control how each state manages their elections. That's written very clearly in the Constitution, and you need a constitutional convention with at least 36, 38 states ratifying it in order to make changes. You can't change it through executive order. You overstepped your authority. You have violated your oath of office, and you've committed treason against the United States of America, against the Constitution, period. I'm not saying we do or don't have voting problems. I'm not going to get into that argument. I think the left's ideas on voting is garbage. I think if the left's ideas on voting gets put in, America's going to lose its sovereignty, and then we're all going to get fucked in the ass. But that's a completely different discussion. This discussion is on the fucking Constitution, which is very fucking clear. If you want to make changes to the way fucking elections happen, you do it on the motherfucking state level. You do it on the motherfucking state level. The federal government does not have the right to interfere with how states conduct their elections, period. Every state should fucking activate its National Guard. Every state should fucking put its National Guard on its border. And if any federal agent tries to enter the state, they should be fucking shot. You don't have authority here anymore. You violated your oath of office. Sorry, it's too bad that I'm on to say that you stole the fucking election in the first place and you're an asterisk proxy president that didn't actually win. But say you did win. Nobody should listen to you anymore. You should be cut out of the entire federal government. Should be cut out of everything. Fuck them. You're trying to usurp the right to vote away from people. You're trying to make changes to our country that violates the Constitution without the proper constitutional process. We have a fucking process. Use it. Do it the right way. Or f*** off. If what you want can't be done the right way, then it's not good and it shouldn't be done. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. If you can't do what you want to do the right way, then it should not be done. That's why there is a right way. Constitutional convention that. If you want to make that widespread changes, if you want to give your office more power or whatever, you need a constitutional convention. You can't just take it. Everybody needs to take up arms now. Everyone. The President of the United States has issued a direct attack on the Constitution of the United States, and everyone should fucking take that seriously. That is fucking treason. Treason. I thought Orange Man was a better president. Not that I thought he was a good president, but at least he wasn't this. I mean, I guess you could argue the fucking bump stock thing was like, but this. They stole the election and now they're trying to make sure that we can't unfuck that by completely changing the way the election works. This can't be allowed. This is the most active threat to our democracy, to our republic, to our way of life, to the right of people to actually vote, for your right to have a say in who leads this country. If we don't unfuck this executive order immediately and make Biden punished for it, and punish him for it severely, his entire administration, if we don't make an example of this, we're going to lose our right to vote. I mean, we're going to go in and check boxes on a piece of paper, but it ain't going to fucking matter. It'll never matter again. They'll never lose. We're going to have to shoot our way out of this. I don't want that, but it's going to be inevitable. There's no way in hell we can manage to get through this without having to shoot our way out. It is what it is. At this point, it is what it is. So prepare, get firearms, learn how to use them, get ammo, prepare to defend yourself, get some food set up, a bug-out plan, because the Civil War is coming. with a presidential administration that'll executive order away pieces of the Constitution without a constitutional convention and complete disregard of their authority in the Constitution, there's no way in hell this doesn't end up in war. Because I'm already carrying every day. The government agent tries to stop me for any reason, you're getting shot. I don't trust your authority, and I didn't do anything wrong, so you're just getting fucking shot. Because obviously, if you're coming at me for some bullshit, and you can fuck right off. Castle doctrine. You're getting castle doctrine, period. If you come at me, I didn't do anything illegal. You have no authority to come at me, so if you come at me, you're getting dropped immediately. Or you're going to have to drop me. It's just, there's no other way. I'm fucking putting you down. Putting you in the ground. Stay the fuck away. You have no authority here. I'm fucking... There's a reverse of fucking... Actually, this is not a reverse of Cartman. I'm telling you right now, you work for me. Respect my authority. I have authority in this, not you. You violated the Constitution. That makes me legal militia. I invoke my Second Amendment. Fuck off. That's what it's for. You're not taking my guns. You're not taking my freedoms. You're not taking my Constitution over my dead fucking body. Over my dead fucking body. This is treason. Blatant treason. That's not even like the Second Amendment, which you can argue, well, it's a militia. The militia should be regulated. It can regulate, well regulated, blah, blah, blah. No, it's flat out says the state legislators are in charge of how each of the state's elections proceed. It's no black or white, no fine print. It's like clear as day. The Constitution is clear as fucking day. This is a usurp of power. This is an overstep of the fucking executive board, executive administration, and it's an act of treason on the Constitution of these United States of America, and should be treated as such. This is an act of war, and Biden deserves the military tribunal, and when he's found guilty, because he is guilty of treason, he should be lined up against the wall and fucking shot. I'm just fucking saying. That's what the Constitution says, and it's time we start enforcing that. I'm just saying. I mean, I understand that, because Tim Pool was bringing this up, so I figured I should mention it while we're talking this. I understand that Joe Biden might be going senile. I understand that he might be being manipulated. But if he is, he should step aside during moments of clarity, leave, and make a public statement without their ability to fucking with it or whatever, and do the right thing, which he won't do because he's a piece of shit anyway. So he gets no excuse. He's with that fucking administration, and they've committed treason. But I wanted to talk about, he may not even be in charge right now. Harris is doing more than any initial vice president this early in the term than any vice president in American history. But they won't let Biden speak. Every time he tried to take questions, they shut off the microphones and stuff. There was a video of him talking to the Canadian leader, and he was like, you could tell he's losing his faculties. He's 78 years old. And if you've ever seen an old person get Alzheimer's or whatever, or lose their faculties, it happens quick. And I think he's too old to be president. I think they got him like Weekend at Bernie's in a wheelchair somewhere with a blanket and wiping shit off. It was a nurse wiping shit off his list as Kamala Harris is out there doing stuff. She's meeting with Joint Chiefs. She's meeting with Secretary of State. She's meeting with all those people. The Washington Post has talked about this, so this isn't just a right-wing talking point. Friends close to Kamala Harris have said there's nothing number two about what she's doing, whatever that means. He was talking about stepping down and putting her in charge, and she was just like, she is president. And she controls the set. Like, they think they're going to try and keep him from. They want the people are talking about. Are they going to remove him? They're not going to. As long as they don't have to. As long as people don't call for it. As long as he doesn't make something so openly fucking senile that they have no choice but to deal with that. He's not getting removed because she has more power with him being senile and her doing his job and her being with him in his job so she could say she's doing her job and be in charge of the Senate. She has more power. She's the Supreme Chancellor right now. The Emperor Harris, Darth Harris, the Supreme Chancellor of the New Republic. The woke republic. It's utter garbage. So that Donald Trump has a speech. People get violent at in the same place, but a different area. He tells them to go home and be peaceful, and it's not time for violence. You say he incites violence. Kamala Harris actually bails out people that burn down fucking cities, but nothing fucking happens. How about you impeach her ass? Didn't she incite riots by doing the same thing to the other side? This double-sided bullshit is bullshit. So I don't respect this administration at all. I don't think it won legitimately. I think it fucking stole the election. And it's too late for you to convince me otherwise. Because why else are you trying to make so much changes to the voting system by usurping the process? It's because you're trying to insecure the changes you made to ensure that you can steal the election every single fucking time. Because states know that you were securing the election. They realized they lost the initial battle, and they started making changes. They started planning policies and stuff to unfuck that mess. And you're trying to take that power from them by making changes at the federal level. And like we said in the last section, you don't have that constitutional authority. But why are you doing that? Why are you trying to take my guns away, talking about gun control? Why are you trying to usurp my voting right? Why are you trying to limit my speech? When the government does these three things, it's never planning anything good. Ever. The Biden administration does not have the best interests of America at heart. They're illegitimate, and they've just committed treason. If that's not warranted, I don't know what the fuck is. Because the FBI is we can't expect the system to help them because the system is all them. The FBI is going after fucking white people on the right, saying that they're white supremacists, even though the leftists are the ones that want to fucking put this wokeness in school to awaken white racial identity and think everything's fucking whiteness. They're the only ones that are white fucking supremacists. The alphabet boys can't be trusted. The federal government cannot be trusted at all. The army's being purged. The military's being purged. If you are a federal government employee right now, you are the enemy. If you can retire, retire. Because if you're wearing the uniform and I see you and we're at this conflict of war, you're just getting shot. I'm not even going to see if you're on my side. You're just getting fucking shot. Because I can't trust it. I can't. None of this is what it seems. We got the Congress and fucking executive branch are pretty much the same thing. And the executive orders are usurping the fucking Constitution. My line in the sand was way the fuck back there, but if this is not your line in the sand, and you're not as mad as me right now, you need to get the fuck out of America, because you're a huge piece. You don't understand freedom, you don't value our rights, and you don't fucking deserve them. You just don't. I don't know where we go from here. I don't think we can go anywhere here but from war. The executive branch is trying to executive away constitutional rights without a constitutional convention and get ratification from the states. The federal government is trying to usurp the states' rights to conduct their own voting, their own voter plans. The federal government is trying to seize more power. It's time to invoke the Second Amendment. It's time to invoke the Declaration of Independence. I don't want to see war. I don't want to see destruction. But we have no fucking choice. You voted your way into this socialist mess, and now it's time to shoot our way out of it. Because there's no other way to get out of it. And I'd rather shoot our way out of it now before it gets worse, because less people will die. And the less people that die, the better. I wish we could just have had a constitutional convention from the very beginning, months and months and months ago, because all this is going to result in one anyway. I'd rather have one without all the fucking war and death, but hey, we're here. Oh my god, the world is a fucking circus. In less than fucking 3 months, we went from In less than a year, we went from the greatest economy in human history, in American history, to our fucking politicians literally getting anal raped by the Chinese. You can't make this. I'm just fucking saying. But anyways, as always, this has been my thought of the day. I'm Doc Camo, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.